Panther Nation Podcast. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, cut it. Cut right. And I would like to introduce one of the hottest podcasts in Carolina history. Let's go. Yeah. Talk, let's chat. We got time to chop it up. Talking analytics and fantasy draft. You know what's up. Panther Nation representing, cause this is where we talk that. Talk that's so incredible, make them rewind that talk back. Pause. Talking Panthers football, we discussing it all. On and off the field, you know exactly who to call. You know we the #1 podcast. Competition is non-existent, you need to stop that. Pause. It's an honor to be a Panther fan. Pause. At Bank of America, that is where we ball. Coming to the jungle, then you gonna feel the pause. Winning the trophy for the city, it is the cause. Black, white, and blue, we going Carolina strong. And this is the conversation where everyone belongs. Discussing all the numbers and topics, you know we got it. We the hottest podcast, and we poppin', let's go.
QueenCityPodcastNetwork.com.
Yo, what's cracking, Panther Nation? It's your boy Rashad and Dave in the building on Tuesday. As usual, we here in the building, gang. What's popping, chat? What's popping, everybody? Dave, you good?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It's a short week for me this week. I'm flying out to Chicago on Thursday to compete, so I'm looking forward to that, getting the heck out of here.
Smacked again? You signed up
we're gonna
to get
see.
It
shouldn't be that bad. It shouldn't be that bad as it was last year. Last year was rough sledding. We're gonna see how it goes. Let's see how it goes.
That's terrible, bro.
There's a $4,000 pop bonus for Bloody Roar Extreme. You ever play Bloody Roar, man?
Nah, bro. Only roar I know is the keep pounding roar.
I feel you,
That's
dog.
the only one I know, dog. That's the only one I know. That's the only roar I know, G.
Nah, I'm chopping up. I don't know if you remember Brandon down at Greensboro State with Durant.
Yeah, I remember B.
He gonna be down there, so we're gonna chop it up while we're down there. There's gonna be a couple folks down there.
Nice.
So it should be good. Should be a good trip.
Nice. All right, that's what's up, man. Dave, quite a little bit of news to talk about. We'll get through it. Probably not gonna be the longest show in the world, but we'll get through the content. But before we get into the content, Dave, how was your weekend?
I'm still packing. Hopefully by the next 2 episodes, these arcades will be gone. The posters will be down. So you already maybe take down one, so the rest of them will be down. But now I'm hoping it'll be good to go. Hey, Cash, appreciate the super chat, my man. Look, man, I don't go behind enemy lines. They love me in the shot. They love me down there. They love me in the shot. I don't know what type of Cold War you got. I mean, I think the Bears fans got to focus more on Caleb Williams and whether or not he really wants to be there. But I'll digress. And I got another one right here, man. Y'all see what Barstool CEO said about us? No, I actually haven't. See, I don't pay attention to the clowns.
I got the quote for you, Dave. If you haven't heard what Dave Portnoy said about the Panthers, he said Carolina Panthers, the most irrelevant franchise in football. Nobody cares about them. They draft a quarterback. They bench a quarterback. He's back. Panthers useless. That's what he said. Everybody disrespected the Panthers. You know, the PGA Tour was here. They had something to say about the Panthers. You know what I mean? They said,
I did hear about that.
Yeah, man. They said your boy had more wins than the Panthers had in the last
in Charlotte,
seasons, something like that.
That's so disrespectful.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Or in the
bro.
Carolinas or something like that. Yeah.
Mad disrespected all over.
And the thing is, they put a tweet about it, and they had to pull the tweet down because
I'm sure
Tepper,
I'm sure
Tepper felt the way about that.
Yeah, bro. I mean, listen. True. Like I agree with Marcus. We have definitely earned that disrespect, but it's time to put up or shut up, man. All these people talking trash. We'll see.
That's rough. Like it's one thing for us to come up with t-shirts. It's another thing to get dissed at a golf course that you're a member of. You getting dissed at a golf course which you're a member of.
Yeah, we could do it. They can't talk about it. Only us can talk about us, bro. Nobody else can talk about us. Just us. We don't tolerate disrespect from anybody outside of the Panther Nation family. Everybody else can kick rocks. We'll see. we'll see if they got that same energy as the season goes along. I have a feeling we're gonna be cashing. We're gonna be taking down a lot of names, and we have some get back for sure.
Shout out to Trevon Lawrence for the super chat. Panther Nation, appreciate the super chat, my man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, Dave. Let's go ahead and get into some of this content. Again, a little bit to talk about. Again, like I said, probably won't be the longest show in the world. So if we end a little bit early, enjoy your day. But we gonna give you a little bit of the content that's out there. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. There, y'all know what time it is, man. Stay on the prowl. Keep that positive energy up, man. So keep pounding. Give me 1 second. There we go. All right. Again, stay on the prowl. All right, let's keep it moving, Dave. All right, Dave. The first piece of news that dropped not too long ago was Muhsin Muhammad the third has been released due to injury. Dave, grand opening, grand closing.
That's what I tweeted.
Do you think that's the end of the story?
Oh yeah. I mean, with us.
Yeah, I think. Yes. Do you think it's the end of the story with the Panthers?
I could see them maybe stashing him back, maybe throwing him back on the practice squad at some point, but I doubt it. I mean, we said it was going to be an uphill battle to make the team as it is. The fact that he's already gotten let go already after one injury says a lot, right?
Yeah, I don't think so. I disagree. I don't think it says a lot. I think it says that they need to keep bodies on the roster. And they are still practicing right now. So you need guys, and you can't afford to hold a roster spot for a guy that's injured. And if he's truly injured, he needs a rehab. I think he's just going to be out for a little bit. And then I think by the time he gets healthy and training camp comes back around, I think he'll come back. I don't think it's over. I think the same applies for Colin Granger too. Like, I think that it's the same thing. Like, if he's injured, you can't afford to hold a roster spot for a guy because it's critical. Everybody needs reps. You can't run your guys through the ground during this period. So you need a lot of guys. You need to utilize all 90 men on your roster. And so they're not going to stash a guy like Muhsin Muhammad III just for the sake of doing it. So I personally don't think it's the end of the road for him, but we'll see. I think it's a dope story. You got to keep the storyline going.
No, it's a dope story. I mean, some people, when you look at his numbers, you wonder, but I mean, it's a dope story. But I just think the position was a hard one to get a spot in as it is. Like, I think the wide receiver position's only got like a little bit of competition near the end of that line. And it would have been an uphill battle for him to make the team whether he was healthy when he was healthy. I know the last name, it is a dope story, but it's going to come down to keeping the best 53. Like, I don't think we want to
Dave, I ain't even talking about a roster spot. I'm just talking about training camp. I'm just
talking about, I mean, I'm maybe. Just
about, you taking it way too far, bro. I never said he was making the 53 man. That's not what
I
I'm
didn't say
saying
that either. But my thing is, but when you get this type of, the last name rings bells across the nation, across the fan base. So from that standpoint, you can see, you would hope that the story continues. But I think maybe they'll bring him back for training camp. But I don't know, man. I don't think they will. I don't
think so. I think he'll be
back. We'll see.
But y'all know the story, man. Moose is the son of Muhsin Muhammad, Panther legend. He went to Texas A&M. Obviously, he went undrafted, and we picked him up. Had a nice little career with Texas A&M, and we ended up signing him. And again, like Dave said, it was going to be a long shot to make the 53-man roster with the way that wide receiver room is. Don't think that would have happened, but I do think he had a legit chance to make the practice squad potentially. But again, the story has taken a little bit of a break right now. I think he'll be back once he gets healthy. But in the meantime, we have placed, we replaced him with TJ Luther. TJ Luther was on the Panthers practice squad this past December. So, so he'll be back, or he's back now.
All right, shout out to Panthers for Life for the super chat. Y'all ever seen a rookie hold out like Shamar Stewart? Yeah, Caleb Williams held out last year.
Yeah, we have seen this before, and again, it's always about that contract language, right? That there is a rookie scale, so it's not about the money; it's about the contract language. So it'll get done. I don't anticipate it being a big thing. This is not a typical the Bengals are stingy moment. This is a contract language. That's a contract language thing, bro.
Well,
there's a scale.
No, there's a scale, but reports were saying that the Bengals we're trying to lowball what that pick normally would get with him, and that's part of the reason why. No.
Yeah,
That's what
I mean, no. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying.
So it is funny because I've always said like the NFL owners are rich compared to us, but some of them are poorer than others, and the Bengals owner tends to be cheaper and poorer than the rest of the owners in the league. Holdouts have happened. Like, this isn't nothing new. And like you said, man, a lot of times it comes to contract language, but some reports that came out was saying that they were trying to make him get paid potentially less than somebody that got drafted after him. And that's problematic. Like, the scale's the scale, like you said. But, everybody, and the thing is, some contracts have been different. Like, there's been some fully guaranteed contracts that has come out that set a different level of precedence too, depending on where those starts get picked. So it all depends. It's based on the agent too. It's a number, but how long the contract could be. But one more super chat, then we can keep it rocking. Shout out to Marquise Jones. Been watching for years. Y'all are doing big things. Question: which one of you guys have the larger Panther jersey memorabilia collection? I think Shy probably got me beat there, but I got a bunch of jerseys.
You think, Dave? Is that a challenge?
No, it's not. I have a lot, but I don't think I have as much as you. I got a bunch.
Don't have. I can tell you right now, you don't have as much as me.
I've been packing, bro. I got 2 boxes full of Panthers jerseys, but I know you got a bunch. You got a plethora.
A slew of them, and I've given a lot of them away, and I still have a lot of stuff. What's crazy is if you've ever gone back and looked at the old tour of my cave, I took a lot of that stuff down because I was painting my walls. I never put the stuff back up. So I got to come back through and put all my stuff back up because I got a lot of stuff. And I take stuff down. I keep the same energy, right? I had everything that I say on this pod is all real. Like,
don't worry, he made me take a poster down the other week.
Exactly. So. I keep that same energy up in my space, bro. I had to take CMC down. I took Cam down when he was playing for the Patriots. Bro, I'm not about to have you on my wall while you playing for another team, bro. That's not happening. So I took Cam down, bro. I took everybody. If you're playing for another team, and again, I got to put all the stuff back up now. But bro, you don't get up on the wall if you playing for another squad. That's just not the way. That's not how I operate, bro. I want all the smoke.
I'm sitting good now. I'm sitting straight.
Yeah, bro, and I can't have it in my purview. I can't look.
Well, you didn't notice it. Jeremy Chase behind me sitting up here.
I did an inspection. I did an inspection, Dave, and you're good. You know what I mean? The inspection, you pass inspection. You pass hater mode inspection, bro. So it's good. It's good. But yeah, nah. But I got to put all my stuff back up. But I have a lot of stuff, bro. Maybe one day on a live stream, I'll pull up all my stuff. That's a good idea, actually. I maybe do that. You know what? I might do that Friday. I might do that Friday night. I might just pull up and do a memorabilia. Dave, you got time Friday? Oh, you fine. That's right.
I'll be in Chicago. I'll be competing that day.
Hopefully
I can survive the day. Hopefully I don't drown in pools on Friday. Because 3 of my tournaments on Friday.
I was going to say, bro, we could have did a memorabilia off. But I might do it because I got time.
I've boxed up a lot of my stuff. Like, I'm still packing. Like, I'm hoping to pack some more before I disappear for Chicago this week. So I'm still trying to get things together. I might have to give one of these arcades away. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough space to keep all. I got 9 of them. Like, y'all only see 3 behind me. There's 6 downstairs. So unless I make a circle at the kitchen or something in my new place, but we'll see.
Yeah. But yeah, so again, that's a great question, Brandon. We gotta. Oh, sorry, that's not Brandon.
No, that was Marquise. But I want to hit Brandon up.
Shout out to Brandon though. Yeah. Go ahead though. You can go ahead, Dave. To the next.
Shout out to Brandon for the super chat. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like this is going to be a breakout year for us. Bryce becomes a superstar. Now I'm with you, bro. I think this is going to be a fascinating year for us this year. I think we're gonna surprise some folks and all the disrespect that's coming. I think people are gonna be reading the headlines and all that. I think we're gonna surprise some folks this year. I'm keeping it a buck with y'all. Appreciate the super chat, my man.
For sure. All right, let's keep it moving, Dave. Let's keep it moving. All right, T-Mac. Some quick news came out about T-Mac, and the coaches are talking about him. And I just want to quickly talk because a lot of news came out, especially with Rookie Minicamp with Jimmy Horn Jr. Jimmy Horn Jr. was the talk of camp. Like, even though we drafted T-Mac, he hasn't been talked about as much as Jimmy Horn is all over the place. Obviously because he's fast, he looked good in training camp, but ain't nobody really talking about T-Mac like that. And T-Mac, this is obviously from the rookie shoot, so he's looking good in the black and blue. And one thing I do want to quickly take a look at what one of the coaches said. Canales said he looked smooth, easy to throw to, just like we thought. He says, I got a chance to kind of bop around between offense and defense, but in the little bit that I saw, I'll go back and watch a little bit more. But the little bit that I saw with individual drills, you can see the route crafting. The guy just works on his craft. He comes ready to go, and he's really excited. So he's really excited about it. But yeah, so this is dope. It's good to hear about T-Mac looking good in minicamp, rookie minicamp, although Jimmy Horn took all the shine. But him and Trevor Etienne got a chance to take part in the Panthers, the NFLPA Rookie Association, NFLPA Rookie Premier event, and that was dope. So they had on the all black with the silver helmet. So it's good. Any thoughts on T-Mac and him getting a little bit outshined by Jimmy Horn?
Yeah, the talking about Jimmy Horn, but I think another factor too is the fact that he was a 6th-round pick and he was super impressive in rookie minicamp, and that's great. And I think there's been a lot of hype on Jimmy Horn, and we're forgetting about the fact that T-Mac's there. But I mean, it's a good problem to have for us because I think we haven't been in this type of state in a very long time. So it's good to see this type of hype for the rookies. I just hope they deliver when it's game time. I'm not too worried about T-Mac. I mean, we drafted him. I think that the coaching staff knows what they wanted, and they've already seen so far what they wanted with him. So I'm not complaining with regards to that. It's just gonna be fascinating to see how the competition is gonna pan out once we get to the core of the training camp and things of that sort. But I'm not concerned. I mean, This might be a beautiful thing for him because he has a legitimate shot to hit 1,000 yards as a rookie. Yeah. Like from a statistical standpoint.
Yeah. He'll definitely get the opportunities for sure.
He's gonna get like the thing that I discussed when it came to drafting a wide receiver and why I was initially against it was the fact of the target share with everybody else, but because it's going to be clear that he's going to get the bulk of the targets of the team. Like, I don't think anybody else is going to get more targets than him on the team. So yeah, that's just my opinion on it.
Well, I would make a very strong argument for Adam Thielen.
I think you draft this guy so you don't have to have Adam Thielen having the most targets. Because we always used to say,
yeah,
the problem if Adam Thielen is getting the most targets,
yes,
then we have a problem.
I did say that. Okay, so, good callback, Dave.
I'm the master of this.
I have said that. That's a great callback.
He cannot be leading the team in targets. It's going to have to be T-Mac. It's got to be T-Mac.
Dave, you got me. That's a good one. You got me slipping, Dave. You caught me in 4K. You're absolutely right. If Adam Thielen is leading us in targets, then it's a problem. You're absolutely right.
It's a problem. Right, I mean, between him, Leggett, Coker, like this, we should be sharing this. But I do agree with Marcus about the concept of the force feed, but I don't think Bryce is that type of guy either. So I'm not too worried about that. But another super chat. Shout out to Big D, no Kool-Aid sipping. What's up, fellas? Any news on the free safety?
Nah, not that I've heard.
Nah, I mean, the answer's on the roster. You've heard that from somebody before. But now I do understand this concept, this logic too. But I don't think I'm worried about that with Bryce Young. I think Bryce Young is going to throw to the open guy. I think that's clear. I mean, but it'll be interesting to see how the target shares ends up. So, I mean, the argument has been how many times does Bryce get to throw it every game? It's probably going to be around 25 to 30.
I agree with Akash. He says in the chat, Damani is the free safety. I think folks need to start getting comfortable with that. I think they're cool with Damani being the guy, and he looked good last year. I think we just we gotta chill a little bit.
Gotta let folks develop.
Yeah, we gotta chill a little bit with the name chasing, with trying to get a guy in here that let's see what we got in Damani. Maybe he is the Jaylen Coker of the defense. You know what I mean? Like let it rock out. I mean, can we do better? Probably. But will he develop into something? Maybe. We don't know. So let's see what happens. But all right, let's keep it moving off of T-Mac. Good to see T-Mac out there, and good to see the coaches kind of feeling really confident. Again, I don't expect him to say he's trash or anything like that, but it's just good to hear the coaches kind of talk him up. You know what I mean? So shout out then. Speaking of which, the rookie room, shout out to the guy Jaylen Coker. And they're talking about, there was an article that came out about Jaylen Coker being the most underrated player on the Carolina Panthers roster. Dave, do you agree or disagree?
Yeah, and I think some of the fan base, I think the fan base, though, even with everything when it came to whether or not we need to take a receiver early or not, I think the fan base is underestimating and underrating Coker big time, and not appreciating what he did when he got the opportunity.
Even now, y'all still think that Jaylen Coker is underrated?
Yeah,
I don't think so, bro.
Well, remember the conversations we had about what we should do in the first round pick, right? Because for me, it's about the numbers show that you need to get him more targets, right? That's what the data shows. Based on his efficiency, he needs to get more targets. Adding a first round wide receiver makes that difficult for him to get more targets. It makes it difficult.
Well, he outsnapped the other guy, the first round guy last year.
He did.
Targeted him.
Yeah, he did. So it's going to be fascinating to see how this is going to fall. Because now you got Thielen, you got Leggett, you got Tet, you got T-Mac, you got all those things. I think he's great. Like I felt like he's the best wide receiver that we had last year, outside of the obvious Thielen, right? But like out of the rookies, he was the best one out of the bunch, and the numbers show that he has been. And that doesn't mean Leggett can't figure it out, but I think Coker was more pro ready than Leggett was, and I felt that way before the draft, and I was on record saying that because he can run routes, he had everything you needed, but you know.
I don't think Jaylen Coker's underrated anymore. That's just my opinion.
I don't think he should be, but you didn't ask that question.
Fair.
I don't think he should be. I think he doesn't get enough credit for how good of a rookie year he had. Dude only had 45 targets last year, man. That needs to go up.
Yeah,
we got to figure out a way to get that higher. I'm my opinion. 45 targets. Now I know he didn't play every game, but that's got to get higher. All right.
Yeah. So just really quick, this is the article, a little snippet from the article. It says the Panthers spent a first round pick on wide receiver Xavier Leggett last offseason and only scooped up Coker as an undrafted free agent. The expectation for Leggett was to be the most effective wide receiver wasn't unreasonable, though Coker consistently looked like the better option in 2024. He ranked 4th among qualifying rookie wide receivers in yards per route with yards per route run 1.72 on the year, and Coker finished with a 73.8 PFF receiving grade, which is also top 5 mark amongst rookie wide receivers. He delivers 478 receiving yards on just 45 targets, just over half as many targets as Leggett, who finished with a 59.4 PFF receiving grade and 497 yards. So Dave, I also saw another stat floating around that he had Jaylen Coker had he was one of 3 rookie wide receivers that had 45 targets with 0 drops, 45 plus targets with 0 drops, which is kind of crazy. So when you talk about being reliable, that's
reliable, man.
Yeah. And so again, I think that when Adam Thielen decides to hang it up, you've got your guy basically the replacement right there. Again, not the fastest guy in the world. Not to say, I mean, you heard him on the interview.
He got the speed though. You
heard him on the interview. He will defend his speed up and down if you talk to him. He says he's fast, and he is. He showed the breakaway speed in the Dallas game. But again, he's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna. He's got 4.3 speed. I could be wrong. Maybe we might have to see. But
he ran a 4.4 in the combine,
didn't he? Just a different type of receiver.
What did he run the combine?
I don't know if he did a 4.4. I don't know.
Let me see. Now you're gonna have me looking.
Now you gotta look it up, man. Now you gotta.
I gotta see. All right, let's see here.
Let's see what Jaylen Coker 40 times.
He ran 4.57.
Okay, it's respectful. It's game speed, bro.
It's game speed.
Speed. Yeah, I mean, he's got game speed.
I mean, Jaire ran a 4.6, so Jaire ran 4.6. So
greatest receiver of all time. Go on to the brush.
Yep.
But yeah, man. Anyway, shout out to Jaylen Coker, and again, hopefully he keeps proving everybody wrong. Even when we drafted a wide receiver with a top 10 pick, and even with Jimmy Horn Jr. out here shining in rookie minicamp, Jaylen Coker is still gonna be him. Believe that. Like, he's still gonna be Mr. Consistent. He's still gonna show up. He's still gonna put in that work. He's still gonna be the guy. Like, don't get it twisted. We excited about T-Mac. We excited about him, but bro, don't get it twisted. Coker's still him. You know what I mean? Coke Boys is still in the building. Believe that. Believe that. I'm still rocking the 18. You know what I mean? So shout out to Jaylen Coker. And I personally don't think he's underrated. I think he has arrived. And shout out to Jaylen Coker, bro. Anything else, Dave?
Now I'm good to go on this topic. I want to do some super chats real quick. Yep. I have a real petition. Shout out to Martell and the Scat Pat. I have a real petition regarding the mascot. Can I send y'all the link so you can read it to the chat?
Sure. Put the link in there.
Put the link. Yeah, just put the link.
Send
in
it
there,
to us on X or something.
Yeah, send it on Twitter.
I'm not sure if a link will come through in the chat, but yeah,
it all depends.
Throw it up there.
A Cash, thank you for the super chat, my man. Moten is the most underrated on the team. Can't change my mind. I mean, that's a fair.
I agree with that. I think he's been the most Mr. Consistency.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't hear his name called very often. You just I think sometimes we take it for granted. But
that's true. That's fair.
But yeah, man. But yeah. All right, let's keep this thing moving. New numbers, Dave. We got some new numbers in the building. Shout out to Rico. This is basically all of the guys that were signed in the offseason. They kind of finally announced their numbers, and there were some guys that were released, and the rookies got their numbers, and all these. They had to announce these numbers at the same time. So basically, here are the numbers for all the new folks. You got Rico Dowdle taking number 5. Shout out to Teddy, man. Shout out to Teddy. And I know.
It's been a minute, huh?
I know. Deontay Johnson had it last. Deontay Johnson had number 5 last, but Teddy was.
Yeah, we ain't counting that. I ain't counting that. I'm not counting that.
Teddy was the last real boy. Y'all hated on Teddy so bad, bro. We was up here bobbing, and we even trying to protect Teddy
man.
from y'all, bro.
Teddy was out here doing what he needed to do. Y'all just mad that you guys were penalizing that man for QB wins and QB wins and a QB stat. So you guys are out here hating on Teddy because he couldn't close out these games. But he was out statistically. That was like the most proficient offense that we had for a while.
Yeah, Teddy was shining, and he told the truth. He tried to tell y'all about rule. I still got him up out of here. Yeah, but anyway, we got Bryce now, so we straight. But that's just funny. Good times back when we were out here defending Teddy Bridgewater. But anyway, Trevon Moehrig, number 7. Obviously, number 7. I believe Shaq had it and then switched back. Who had 7 last? Oh, Clowney. Clowney had 7 last. So forgettable. I'm sorry.
Yo.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Flag on the play.
Man, that man just got released.
My bad. Too soon?
Way too soon.
Okay, my bad, dog. I take it back.
Oh, my goodness.
How quickly I forgot.
Oh God!
I'm just saying I forgot, bro.
Yeah, we did. Folks penalized him for being a game manager for sure. We're talking about Teddy. Yeah, definitely penalized him for being a game manager. He's the weed. Penalized him for being a game manager. Forgot.
My bad, yo. My bad.
He just got the team seconds ago, and he's already like, "Oh man, I think that's what he wore."
Okay, my bad. Mr. Clowney, I apologize, bro. I apologize.
I'll tell you what, man. We talking about Trevon Moehrig. We need to be worried about that number that Hunter took. We need to worry about that number, bro.
Number 13?
Yeah. That's a tough number to have right now.
It's KB. Who else? That's
that's the one I'm thinking about. I found his jersey while packing.
Don't do that, bro. Why?
It was signed. I found it.
Come on, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that to my man KB. Bro.
No, I mean I found it. I did find it.
Benjamin, man. With that, now that's somebody we got to find. I wonder if I can get him on the show.
Oh God, you better make sure you don't watch it in the archives. But yeah.
No, that's y'all. He will rock with me. It'll be a DJ Moore situation.
Yeah,
it'll be a DJ Moore situation. Dave, ain't nothing I ain't used to. Gotta protect us from the players.
I would love to interview DJ Moore, especially now.
DJ definitely not coming to talk to you, bruh.
Why not?
Yo, you, bruh.
Why not?
After what you said.
I didn't say nothing that was inaccurate. Tompkins.
Yeah, Tompkins had to join last. And then Troy Hill, he definitely had it too.
But that ain't as action-packed as Kelvin Benjamin.
Yeah, true.
That was your wide receiver, Kelvin Benjamin.
Yeah. All right. So Trevin Wallace switched his number. He switched his number to 32, which is rather interesting. Any thoughts on this? 32 is what he wore in college, which is why he switched that number.
Yeah, well, that
So
tracks.
I mean, that kind of makes a little sense.
Yeah,
he had 56 and then switched out.
Shout out to Will Robinson for the super chat. He's still a coke boy. Just don't do drugs. We appreciate the super chat, Will.
And then keep it going. Matthew Wright chose number 37, kicker. That's an ugly number, bro.
That's a terrible number for a kicker.
That's a terrible number, period.
Why are you discriminating against 37? What 37
I mean, it's just not a who gets in the NFL and be like, I want to wear number 37.
Matthew Wright, obviously.
Do you know a Poppin number 37 ever
find one
in the history of the league? Has there ever been a great number 37
in the NFL? We're gonna find one.
We gotta find.
I'm gonna find
37 of all time, bro, because that's one of the worst numbers.
Jimmy Johnson, the defensive back.
Nick Owens wore 37.
He did wear number 37. Did he wear number 37?
Okay, Sean Alexander.
Sean Alexander did wear 37.
All right. Y'all starting to talk me. 37. Sean Alexander was dope.
Nah, but Jimmy Johnson, the defensive back with 47 career interceptions, widely regarded as one of the best to wear number 37. Lester Hayes.
Dion on the Ravens.
Dion on the Ravens did wear 37. That was for his age, though.
He didn't want that.
That was for his age. No, he did it purposely for his age.
Exactly. And he was washed. Nobody wants 37, bro.
I guess Walter Payton wore it for a little while too.
Oh no, that don't count. You see the trend here. He wasn't Walter Payton when he was wearing 37. He was probably washed by then, and nobody remembers Walter Payton and number 37.
Rodney Harrison won number 37. Rodney Harrison won number 37 for the Patriots. Oh, you slander this man.
I said what I said. We'll keep it moving. Man. We'll keep it moving. Christian Rosenboom.
That's a legendary. Now you want to talk about a number? Now there's some numbers in the league that you might want to reconsider ever giving to anybody. This might be one of them.
56. What's wrong with 56?
No, I'm just saying. LT wore that number, man.
Okay,
LT,
yeah. Well, that's another team, bro. That's another team. We don't.
I mean, there's some in the NBA. There's numbers that are retired from other squads. Jordan's numbers retired on multiple teams.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that, bro. Shout out to LT though. We're not doing that.
LT was different, bro.
Yeah. But Roseboom picked number 56. Patrick Jones picked number 91, which is what he wore in Minnesota.
Kevin Green number.
Yeah. Shout out to Kevin Green.
The Kevin Green.
Panther legend, Steelers legend. Treshaun Wharton.
Another legend, the Reggie White number.
Treshaun Wharton wears number 92. Another Panthers legend. Eagles legend. Green Bay Packers legend.
A lot of legends.
A lot of legends.
Wherever he wanted to play, he was
a legend. Fact. Shout out to Reggie White, bro. And then Bobby Brown is chosen number 97. So those are the new numbers for our guys. So salute to all these new numbers. Any more thoughts on the numbers, Dave?
Nah, man. I'm trying to think about guys who won 97.
97. Just a couple Mario Addison wore 97, didn't he?
Mario Addison did wear number 97.
Shout
out to Pro Football Reference.
Oh, you got it? Who else wore number?
There's a lot. Well, the Bosa's. I guess that's their favorite number.
Well, I'm talking about Panthers, bro.
Oh, boy, man. This ain't in alphabetical order. I can tell you that. Oh, my cousin Jumpy Geathers wore 97.
Who?
Jumpy Geathers.
Bro, nobody knows who that is, bro.
Yeah, no, he played in the 80s, early 90s. Won a Super Bowl. Plainsville, South Carolina. Shout out to Jumpy Geathers. Jeez Louise, man. It don't give me no teams. And I'm looking at all these numbers, and I'm like, yeah, nah. I don't see too many. Is Addison even up here?
He definitely wore 97.
Yeah, he did. It's right here. From 2011, 2022. Yep. But I'm looking for, it doesn't show the teams, so I'm looking at the names. Trying to remember these guys.
Oh yeah, Gross Matos, duh. Another forgettable.
Now that was a forget. Yeah, I see him as soon as you name him. I found him because in alphabetical order. I mean, see
Not
now,
the,
if you
not
forgot
the
him,
bro man.
if you forgot him, I wouldn't feel as bad. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't feel as bad.
Well, he was here longer too, though.
Yeah, but
I said it was forgettable because it was so quick.
at least it was decent. I mean, it wasn't terrible. It's just old.
Was it?
It was all right. He did more than YT Gross Matos. Oh, David, the fact we got to debate that says a lot about Gross Matos. All right, let's move on. Let's move on, please.
All right, let's move on. That's the numbers. All right, Dave. Talking about joint practices here. So the joint practices, that it's been said that we are trying to get joint practices with the Houston Texans and with the Pittsburgh Steelers. So we already have it scheduled to have joint practices with the Browns. So this is, I don't know why I know why, but I've never seen a team have joint practices with 3 teams in one offseason. Like, that would be unheard of if it happens. Typically, I've seen it done with 2, but with 3, that's quite a bit. But it would be great to see these 2 go up against each other in practices. And
you know what the problem is, right?
What's that?
We're not going to get to see him.
Well, yeah, that's true. But I'm just talking about from a coverage standpoint. It'd be great to just hear about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, with no training camp for the fans, man, we get to miss these type of opportunities. I'm here to say this just to prove a point, obviously, for obvious reasons, right?
Right.
Like, of course, the year you decide to do 3 joint practices, we're not going to be able to have the opportunity unless you go to the away one. I think one of them is going to be on the road.
Yeah,
so maybe they might do a joint practice there. So you have to go to that city if you want to see a practice at the Panthers, because we're not going to be able to do it in the Carolinas.
Unfortunate.
So it's very unfortunate. But now I do agree, man. It would be dope to see. It would have been dope to see and get the details of what happened with these joint practices. It will be.
Yeah. He says they reached out to Houston and Pittsburgh as well to kind of see what level of interest there is. He says that think about having a joint practice with Houston, and doing that, he said we'll get acclimated and all that stuff. So that's the one that will be on the road if they decide to go out and do one with Houston.
That'd be pretty dope. So you would get it. So you might get the opportunity if Houston has open practices.
Yeah, if Houston does open practices, you can go up there. Because then, you went up to the open practice in New England that time.
In Foxborough, yep.
Yeah,
that's when I had COVID.
Yeah, and tried to give it to David.
I didn't try to give it to nobody. Fake news. I didn't know I had it until
you definitely tried to give David Tepper COVID.
Nah, man. Don't be out here trying to slander me, man. That was not the case at all. I did not know. I was very glad that I did not run into Sheena, and I saw them from a distance, Sheena and Vashta, because they were out there. But I'm glad I didn't get to say hi to them. The last thing I wanted to give that to anybody, But I didn't know I had it until I got home and watched the whole marathon of Breaking Bad from the crib and got the phone call. I was outside though. They say that you can't, lessen your chances outside, right? I was outside. But anyway.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So let's move on. From the joint practices. Hopefully that happens though.
Nah, it'll be dope. Like the fact this was in Houston's big because my eyes to get a chance to see it.
Yep. All right, let's talk about the news of the thumbnail, which is Jalen Ramsey, and again, it's unfortunate, that Miami appears to be moving on from Jalen Ramsey. There's some stuff going on in Miami. I don't have all the news. I don't have all the tea.
Oh, there's a lot of stuff going on in Miami.
Yeah, it's a lot going on. But it appears they're trying to move on from Jalen Ramsey, and so when that happens, you know how we do. Carolina, when anybody's available, Carolina fans always say, "Oh, he needs to be a Panther. We need to go get him. We need to make this happen. How do we make this happen?" And then, so also in turn, you got Jalen Ramsey speaking very highly of a guy that some of y'all don't like, but he played under EJ, Coach Ejiro Evero, and he says this. He says, been blessed to be around some of the best teammates and coaches. Coach E is one of them, real ball coaches. He says, we'll be a head coach one day, nothing but respect. But I think, when these players do stuff like this, I think they're very intentional about what they do. It's not, they don't just go out and and say things. They do it with intention. So maybe something is here. Maybe there is something that could happen. Maybe they do reunite here in Carolina. It's something that could be out there. And Dave, what are your thoughts on this?
I haven't looked to see how good Jalen was last year in Miami. Can he play free safety?
All right. So let me say this. Man.
He's still better than our CB2.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah, he's still better than our CB2.
Bro, when do Carolina Panthers fans get so daggone righteous, bro?
Yo, like, we are no. Shot. This fan base has always been righteous.
What are we talking about?
But this fan base has always been righteous. Let's not do that.
No, are we really saying that we don't want Jalen Ramsey?
Joking. No, I was joking because I know that's what some people think. I would love to have Jalen Ramsey. The only concern I have is what the cap hit would be. That's the only concern I got. I don't think it'll take much because it's clear that he wants to move on, and it's clear that Miami's trying to get out of his contract. So they're going to make an interesting decision. The question I have is, if he does get released, which could happen, would he come to Carolina?
Yeah, if he gets released, that's a whole nother question. Because then that gives you a new opportunity to negotiate, and there's no, there's nothing attached to it. You don't have to pay any the continuation of the contract, any of that stuff. So I don't know. Miami obviously is going to be looking for a bag if they're trying to get rid of him. I need to look at the. I have not looked at the contract either. I gotta look at. I'll pull it up in a second. The
contract's gonna dictate whether or not they got that type of leverage. Because the other thing about leverage is about whether or not there's an agreement to figure something out. Like if teams know that you're trying to get rid of a guy and try to trade him, then they'll just wait you out. Because why would they give up too much draft compensation to get somebody, especially if there's not a bidding war? They'll just wait you out. But everybody's saying he plays pretty well. It's probably about that contract number ultimately. It has to be.
Yeah. So real quick, going back to your question about how good he was, he had a 76.9 grade overall, which was 16th in the league, bro.
That's pretty good.
So what are we talking about? Like, I hate when
I was just joking when I said
no. I know you might be, but a lot of people aren't. A lot of people are serious. Oh, I don't want Jalen. He's not as good as bro. What? He's better than our CB2. Wow, come on, bro. What are we talking about, bro? Like, what are we doing? You find a spot for this guy and make it work, bro. Come on, man. What are we talking about? And again, if you go back and look at his play, bro, he was best under in the Evero system, in the Evero days. You know what I mean? So maybe that'll work out for him. Maybe I don't know what the details are. I'm not. Somebody says he's a cancer in the locker room. Hell, I don't know. I'm not in the locker room, and neither are you. We don't know. We don't know at the end of the day. And I just know that he's still a good player. He's 30 years old. He's getting up there. So I'm not saying we give him the biggest bag in the world. But, bro, he can play.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro.
If we can get him here, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. It's a big piece, too. That's a no-brainer. If he comes to Carolina and interacts with Smitty Sr., it would be, oh my God, it would be. It would be. I agree. Shout out to Ra for the super chat. But no, I would be open to it. If we can make it happen with the cap space, I'll be open to it. Because to have JC Horn and Jalen Ramsey.
Come on, man.
Dog.
Hey, come on, man. Talk yourself out of that.
No, you
Stop
can't.
Playing, bro. Come on, man. And then you would have Mike Jack at depth.
Yeah.
So even if he's trash, I was about to say something else. Even if he is that, he still got solid depth. What are we talking about?
And Evero would know how to utilize him. Evero he understands the schemes. And please, this is a no-brainer. I think y'all are probably still complaining about not having a safety. But if we can get him, we need to go get him.
So really quick, Dave, and I'm not gonna pull it up on the screen because I had to switch screens and I had to take it down on it. But just looking at his salary, so he did kind of just get a new. Well, I don't know when he signed this deal, but his 2025 salary cap hit is his base salary is $1.2 million. So you remember all of the bonuses, the prorated bonuses, are going to be paid off by by Miami. So there's there is some bonuses that we will probably need to. There's some unpaid bonuses, some option bonuses that we would have to take care of. So his salary cap hit in 2025 would probably be around I don't know, around looking at it around 5 million.
Oh God, trade
and
it,
then,
get him.
Yeah. And then from there, from 2026, it goes up to around 15, and then 2027, 17.
Oh,
and then
nah.
2028, it'll be
Is he asking for a new deal? If he's not, if he's asking, he's not asking, man, trade, go get him. What are we doing? Go get him. Take the money that you just got back from Clowney. Really, go get him. Go get him. Go get him. Go get him. I know we still need a safety, but go get him. Sorry, Mike Jack. You know what I'm saying? You just got to be teed up for a little bit, and it's okay. Just go get him. If we get Ramsey, we won't even need a plus free safety. Yeah, y'all would be quiet about that. Shout out to Jan for super chat.
Yeah, it would certainly lessen the burden.
Yeah, go get him.
And again, this is a great question. Shout out to Too Busy. This is a great question. What we have to give up to get him?
I don't think it's going to cost us. I don't think it's going to cost as much because we know he wants to go.
Right. I don't think it's going to cost a terrible amount. I think this is going to be one of them trades where you're going to look at it and you can be like, oh, that's it. That's all they get.
Pick.
That's all they
I think it'll probably take maybe a 4th round pick, maybe a third. Probably
it's not going to take. It's not going to take a 4th or nothing like that because he has a lot left on his deal, right? So it's not going to take a lot to me.
If Miami wants to dump it, then it won't take that much. But it all depends. They might try to play hardball, but and there's no. It probably costs 4th. I don't think that's the question. Does he want a new contract? I don't think he does.
I don't know.
That's a whole different discussion.
I haven't heard anything about that. And again, I'm not in tune with all of the Jalen Ramsey teas, so there could be some things that I'm missing. But I certainly think that the Panthers, if they're serious about getting that defense better, then they need to seriously consider getting them.
Yep.
Now, I'll have to do like a simulation to see how it impacts our available space and all that stuff, especially in the future. And then you got to also take into account upcoming contracts. So there's a lot of things. It's easy for us to sit here and say, yeah, it sounds good. But once you start to simulate the numbers, put them in and see how it's going to work, then it could be some issues. Like we could run it. It might be too much. It may be too much to bring in Ramsey. You know what I mean? So because it is quite a bit. It is up there. But if your team got space, and which we do, we have future space. The cap hit for this year will be low. So we could.
That's my point. Like I would do like if you ain't got to give up that much, I would do it just to get him in there. And you can, you gotta get him in here, man. Yeah, you gotta get him. The contract ain't nearly as high as I thought it was gonna be. You gotta go get him.
Yep. So yeah. Okay. Sorry. I was taking a look at some messages. But anyway, that is the Jalen Ramsey situation. What you think about that, Dave? Your ultimate yay or nay? What you think? Final answer.
4th round pick. Go get him. Go get him. Contract ain't nearly as high as I thought it was going to be. Go get him. Just go get him. Like you go get him because the fact that you already got a good relationship with Evero, he's somebody. He's an instant starter. He would start immediately. Go get him.
Yeah.
Go get him.
I think
he'll be CB2. He won't have to be CB1. JC can be CB1. Go get him.
Should be.
It's not hard.
Sure. Should be an option.
Not a doubt.
They need to kick the hell out the tires on this, bro. You know.
Yeah.
Sorry to bring this up, but this because I don't want to bring up any PTSD, but in on every deal, bro. We got to be in on this one, bro. You got to be in on this.
Gotta go
you
get
at
him.
least figure.
You got to figure this one out. You got to go get him. I got to go get him. Got to figure this one out.
All right, let's keep it moving. Shout out to the Patreon members, patreon.com/Panther Nation PC. Excellent time to sign up because soon we will be starting to do our game giveaways. And if you know, Silver Club seats, you know what I mean? We're going to be in here watching the games. And I'm going to do them a little bit early this year so folks have time to prepare and plan for their trips if you're coming from out of town. So we're going to get that started. So, again, just a reminder, you have to be a MVP level Patreon member to get access to the giveaways for the game tickets. Silver Club seats. It's a blast. Come and join us. It's good energy, good vibes in section 310. Best section in the Daggone Stadium, bar none, not even close. So pull up with your boys. Sign up patreon.com/Panther Nation PC. Rock with your boys. Again, shout out to all our MVP members. We appreciate that. Pull up with us, rock with us. Shout out to the franchise folks. We appreciate y'all contributions. And shout out to the free agents. We appreciate y'all contributions as well. All right, Dave. Shout out to Underdog, man.
Yeah, go to underdogfantasy.com. Use the promo code PNP when you do. Best Ball is back. You can go up in Best Ball, draft your football players, draft your football squad with the rookies in there now. So just go to underdogfantasy.com and use the promo code PNP when you do. Largest pot they've ever done for Best Ball. So it's going to be an awesome tournament, to say the least. You draft your squad. You really just set it and forget it. They take care of everything else for you. They give you the best points for everybody. And the NBA playoffs, we got the Western Conference Finals starting today. You can do some higher and lowers. You can do it during the game. I think tip-off hasn't started yet, has it? The game hasn't started yet, has it? Or is it about to start?
No.
But if it hasn't, you can get your higher and lowers in now. And if it has, you can do it while the game is live. They change live stats as you go. Do some higher and lowers.
Started.
You can get over 100 times your money. So just go to underdogfantasy.com and make sure you use the promo code PNP and you do. And who you got going to the finals, man?
I will say, bro, I like the teams. I like the teams in it. Like, it's all new. Like, ain't no OGs like dominating the final. So I'm gonna give you who I'm pulling for. I don't know who I got. I'm pulling for the West. It don't matter because I like both of them, bro. I like OKC and I like Minnesota. I like Anthony Edwards. I think he's a character, and I like him a lot.
Ant-Man, man.
Yeah, and I like SGA too, but I like them all, bro. I like them all. I like them both. But if I had to choose, I would like to see Minnesota. Give me Minnesota and Pacers. That's what I would like to see.
I want
anybody
no,
but the
dog.
Knicks.
And I hate the Knicks. I'm a Celtics fan, so I hate the Knicks. But let me tell y'all something, man. Ant-Man in Madison Square Garden is big time, bro.
True.
I can't that's what I would like to see. I expect the West to win it regardless. Like, I think whoever wins the Western Conference Finals is going to win the chip. I don't think the Pacers nor the Knicks have a chance against neither one of those squads. I don't. But if we can get Wolves, Knicks, Ant-Man at the Garden,
give me the Pacers, dog. Give me the Pacers.
But no, it's no. It ain't, and it's not the same. It ain't the same, bruh. It ain't the same.
I'd have made the ops list for somebody. That's crazy. Me on the ops list is wild.
Do y'all actually say Thunder Up? Can you please confirm that y'all say Thunder Up? For the love of God.
They do say Thunder Up, bro.
Thunder Up?
Yeah, that's the thing.
So we got Tighten Up, Thunder Up. Okay. All right, we're rolling. Nah, and honestly, man, I can't. If the Knicks win the championship, that would be insane, bro.
They're not.
They will be unbearable. They're unbearable now, and they just made it to the conference.
Exactly, which is why I don't want them to win.
But there's more demise. They get to the finals and lose because that's what happened the last couple of times they've gone. There's more demise there. There's more. Like when they win against the Rockets and the Spurs and they got their hearts slit. There's more demise there.
That's true.
There's more demise there because they're gonna probably get swept when they get there anyway. Like,
shout out to the West, though. I'm pulling for the West.
Oh, the West is gonna win it. There's no question. It don't matter if it's OKC or the Wolves. The West is gonna win that joint. Ain't no question. Folks ain't been able to see these squads because they games be coming on late. They gonna find out.
I can't read that because of your boy, but that DJ comment is funny, bro.
Oh, I don't know which one you're talking about.
DJ's comment. Tightened up, Thunder Up, 7 Up in a cup. That's funny. That's funny, bro. That's funny. All right. Really quick, I want to talk about this stat that was posted on X. Shout out to JA Gibbs 20_23 on X. Please follow him. Very good content that he's dropping. Dave, have you seen this?
Yeah, I did. I saw you. Yeah. I saw you when retweeted it. Yep.
Yeah. So this is a really dope thing that he's put together, and it confirms a lot of things about Bryce and how we think about Bryce and where he stands amongst other quarterbacks in the league, right? It also shows how bad his wide receiver play was last year as a group, right? I think they ranked he was second in drop passes, right? So it was crazy. You know what I mean? So pass attempts 35. So again, deep balls passing. The amount of Bryce can't throw the ball deep. We're not pushing the football down the field. That's not necessarily true. We're about middle of the pack. 35 pass attempts, 20 plus air yards, right? And then no pressure, right? So that's important too. How is the quarterback when he's not pressured? Is he nice? And that's what this basically shows, is that Bryce is a daggone good quarterback when he has time to throw the football, right? He's top 10 in highly accurate throws, top 10 in the catchable football, right? So he's great. He's about middle of the pack when it comes to off target, 40% there. And again, highly accurate when he's throwing to an open receiver. He's top 13, right? So he's good, right? He's a good quarterback. He got better throughout the season. And this is what people need to see. And what you don't want to start doing is comparing this to other guys that y'all like, i.e., where's the CJ Stroud guys at? Because when you look at CJ Stroud numbers, it's red. There's some red on this chart. You know what I mean? So like, and I'm a CJ Stroud guy. I just don't like how people disrespect Bryce Young and his play, right? Bryce is a good quarterback. And he got better. He showed y'all he got better as the season went on, right? And you can see some of these throws. I think I got it up here. See if we can. Oops, my fault. See if this will play. But these are some of the throws that we're talking about here that are listed in the a part of the 20 plus, right? He sailed that one. But he's still top 10, bro, from an accuracy standpoint.
I mean, 20 plus yards is not easy either.
Yeah,
guys.
you're gonna you're gonna miss the throws, bro.
Like, there's one thing about, all right, you could get heat on certain of them, but then you also got to factor in the fact that these are not that's a drop. These are not easy catches. Like, these are not easy passes to throw. There ain't too many. Like, y'all were slandering Teddy, and Teddy was one of the best in the league the year y'all was slandering him when it came to 20 plus yards. So what the hell do y'all want? What do you want? So that was a good one.
That was a bucket. You know what I mean? Like, again, bro, like, stop playing with Bryce, bro. Sailed that one. He sailed that one.
He overthrew that one.
Some of these, bro, but if he locks in, he gonna be able to get some of these off.
He can get it where it needs to go. It sailed down a little bit too.
I think he did it on purpose. He threw that one out of bounds. Looks like on purpose.
I threw that one away, yeah.
That's
I
don't think he saw him over the top. So then you're gonna see another. I think you missed the drop. But I think some of these, again, you got to remember this is only clean pocket throws, right? These aren't the one. You're not gonna see that drop where he. That was a bad throw too. You're not gonna see the Leggett drop, because they might consider that one as a pressure. Drop.
That's another drop.
That's on Thielen.
Minnesota leading 16-11.
Shout out to Dave. That's a good catch, David Moore. Or was that Tompkins? I couldn't tell who that was. My bad. Look at him, Dan. Ooh, climbing up the pocket. Pocket presence is crazy. That's a drop.
Oh, you got to catch that one, man.
Catchable. 17. A lot of these, bro. Just again, I think XL he gonna bounce back, bro.
I think XL
got to bounce back. Nice. Nice, Adam.
Thielen.
Nice.
Miles Sanders.
Yep.
See what we got here.
Nice.
Thielen again.
Did he drop? I don't think he dropped that one, did he?
No.
Okay.
Almost got that one.
Yeah,
little sailed a little over though.
And again, these are just the 20 plus air yards. The stats show you, bro. He's solid. Top 10 when it comes to when he's got a clean pocket. You got to give him some time. The Panthers invested in the offensive line, and Bryce Young is doing a good job, and he's going to be fine. I think XL, he's going to bounce back. We trust that XL is going to be better. You know what I mean? And somebody, and again, XL right now, outside of Jimmy Horn Jr., is the speed guy. Like, he's that guy that can, take the top off the defense. He ran a 4.3. He can play. He's getting open. He's got to catch the football, bro. So I think he's going to be all right. And then now the pressure's taken off of him. A lot of coverage is going to be shifted to T-Mac, and I think XL is going to shine, bro. I agree with what Sideshow was saying. I think he can be for sure.
I agree.
So shout out to XL, man. He gonna bounce back, bro. I trust it. All right, so real quick, Dave. This is the last segment of the show. I got a couple of names. They're not on this list. This is just, this was the heat map from post draft. Just a little, hey, this is where we are right now. I haven't updated it, but I got a couple of names because some of these names will not be on this list right here. These are guys that have faded into black a little bit. And Dave, I want you to give me your thoughts on where these guys stand. Are they going to make it? Are they going to show up? Or are they going to fold? And so, Dave, I want your thoughts, on your genuine thoughts. And Dave don't know what's going on here. So I
have no idea.
Your genuine thoughts on these guys. I'm going to show you the picture. And I'm gonna show you who they are. And I think it's just 3 of them. And it's just defensive guys. Just defensive guys. And I want your raw reaction.
Oh God!
When I show you these names, okay?
It's gonna be funny if I don't know who the hell this person is.
Well, I got you the names. I got you. Don't worry.
All right. You can start.
I'm gonna show you this picture. I'm gonna show you this picture. I'm gonna give you the name, and you just tell me. And it don't got to be quick. You can please expound upon your thought because we got a show to run here. So I don't want you to just give me a short answer. I want you to give me a thought about where they fall in the midst of the defense as we have reloaded basically on every other position. Okay. All right, first one, DJ Johnson.
I know who that one is.
Dave, former 3rd round pick. A lot of us hated the pick. Some of us still hate the pick. Showed up a little bit. He's getting a little bit of progression, just a tiny smidge. Ain't the guy who we thought he was going to be, even after using the 3rd round pick. Dave, what's your thoughts, DJ Johnson?
Evero like this guy, man. And I would initially say that might save him. But if there's a time where he's going to get out the paint, this is going to be the year, bro. They already drafted his replacements. If he makes the roster, we'll never see him on the field. He'll never get a jersey if he makes the 53. I think he's done. Unless he learns how to play special teams rather quickly. I think he's done.
So you don't think DJ has a chance?
Nah.
You think he's cooked?
I think he's sauteed, cooked, fried, baked, whatever way you like.
I disagree, bro. I think
what's going to save him if he makes the 53 is Evero. And even if he makes the 53, he's not getting a jersey. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way.
So even after releasing Clowney,
no,
you still don't think this man
no.
has
No. Because we signed folks. We drafted 2 folks.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, no. He might make, he's like one of the debatable last spots. Like, it's gonna be close for him. There might be an undrafted guy that we bring in that might give him fits. And that's the problem. That's the problem. Yeah, I know you got to have a bench. I get it. But how deep is that bench going to really be? Like, how far the bench are we going to go? Everybody talking about got to have a bench. I know we got to have a bench. But we drafted 2 people that was already ahead of him on the depth chart. And we picked up free agents that are already ahead of him on the depth chart. So how many guys you expect us to keep?
Yeah, so just to give y'all a little peek at the depth chart, he's, like Dave said, we picked up Patrick Jones, who was listed as a starter. You still got DJ Wanham, who's listed as your other starter. We picked up Nick Scorton, who's projected to be ahead of him. You got Princely, who's expected to be ahead of him, and then you got DJ Johnson. So
is there any other players that are there?
yeah, there's another one. There's another one, Dave, and I hope it's the next player that I have. I don't think I don't think my segue game is that good. It's not that good, but we'll get to the other one in just a second. The other one that I have, Dave, this is Shy Tuttle. Dave, Shy Tuttle. What you think, bruh? What you think? Right now he's behind Bobby Brown, who we signed.
Yeah, as he should be.
Yep. So and then you got Cam Jackson, who we just drafted.
Yeah, he gone.
So, but he's not behind. He's not behind on the depth chart. He's not behind.
Not yet. Not yet.
Exactly. Not yet.
Not yet. Jesus, man. We're
not keeping three nose tags. I think he more gone than DJ Moore is.
And then Derek Brown.
DJ Johnson, excuse me.
Yeah, he out the paint before DJ is. But then you got Derek Brown too, where you could probably put him inside or out.
Yep.
Like so. Now I would probably, in a perfect world, I would love to see Derek Brown be out, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. So he's done. Yeah, he gone.
Yeah, I think Tuttle was cooked, bro.
Yeah, he gone. Because if Cam Jackson develops and does enough, he's gonna be a much more effective space shooter than he is. And Cam Jackson's strength is against the run. So
I'm just trying to see what the cap implications are, and I think that's largely the reason why he is still here. But yeah, because it doesn't do anything for our cap. Matter of fact, it adds to it. Because he's got 40 years and whatnot.
A-Cash said Shy didn't even ease us in and showed DJ Johnson first, and I feel sick now. And another one from A-Cash. Shy decided it was a good idea to show us DJ Johnson and then have Tuttle's bum ass right after and thought we would be throwing up seeing him.
Yeah.
Now he's getting cut. Yeah.
I don't know if he's getting cut, bro, because it's that contract, bro.
It doesn't save the cap.
It doesn't do us any favors.
How big of a cap hit we're talking? If we don't trade for Jalen Ramsey, we can do it.
Let me see.
If we trade for Jalen Ramsey, then we can't.
Let me see. Let me look at his contract. Yeah, because this is the final year of his deal, and he's got 40 years attached to it. So there's nowhere for his money to go. That's the problem. So it basically, if we cut him, we're paying him to play for another team.
Oh God!
Wow. Yeah. It's gonna add $1 million to the cap, or two.
All right. Well, it all depends on what we do. If we make any type of moves in the offseason, then we have to consider it.
Yeah,
but if not,
that contract was. I don't know who wrote that. I don't know if that's if Tillis put that contract together, then that wasn't a good, well-structured contract. Just being honest.
Well, the other limit you got, so that pretty much might pretty much speed up DJ Johnson's exit from a spot standpoint. If we can't cut him, then that means DJ gone, bro.
Yeah, it's not a good look. Not a good look. But yeah, he's not making a lot of money, but he's got 40 years, and some of the bonus is spread out over like 4 years into the future. So this is the game. This is the Saints game. We played the Saints game with him. You know what I mean? So, it's not a well put together contract. And again, I don't know who signed it. I don't know who the GM that signed it, but I can't remember who did it, but not well put together. But anyway, Shy Tuttle, I think they're gonna end up moving on. I think when you got Cam Jackson, who I think they like, and then you got Bobby Brown, who you just signed, I don't know. I believe this was a fit signing, and you can tell.
Yeah, I think it was too.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
But that's Shy, and then let's move to the next. This is the final one, which goes back to your other point, Dave. Amare Barno.
What are we talking about here? We're done. Like he's not. He hasn't shown any reason to keep him around. He hasn't been a fit. This is a rad score goes wrong. Like we're wasting time here. Like he might save DJ Johnson's spot. He might save DJ Johnson's spot. If this is the competition, then yeah, DJ gonna end up making the team. Like,
Dave, why
I'm
you
sorry.
start going to roast mode? Why you going to roast mode real quick, Dave?
Man, you out here naming these cats that no, if DJ if the choice is between him and DJ Johnson, I'm probably gonna have to pick DJ Johnson. But Carlo, you make a valid point. He does play special teams. He does. But I still don't know if that's gonna be enough.
Do y'all remember this man once donned the number 90?
Yes, I do. And I'm so happy he switched to 38. Maybe he should have been 37. Y'all out here hating number 37 earlier. Damn. Maybe you should just made him 37. Like, you out here slandering the number 37? Like, you should have just made him 37.
That's worse than my clowny disrespect, Dave.
you guys were slandering 37 so bad. I was out here looking for great 37s. And you just made him 37. You know? You just make him 37. You know? Just do that.
Yeah, man. That's crazy.
Like,
that's
special
crazy
special teams is going to have to save him, but I don't know if I can see a scenario where they cut both Barno and DJ Johnson unless somebody else comes in and outplays them both, which is very possible. Very possible.
It would be good to see, man. I think he has the potential, bro. That's what's so frustrating about it. You want to see that speed that he has. That he got athleticism. I just don't know why it hasn't clicked. I know he was injured for a little bit, but he could be pretty solid if he ever develops into what he could be. I mean, obviously you could say that about anybody, but it's just unfortunate that
he kept getting hurt too, man. That didn't help
get it going.
And if he gets hurt again, he's getting cut.
Yeah,
if he gets hurt one more time,
it certainly doesn't help. It certainly doesn't help that we brought in all these guys, man, like Princely and Scorton.
Mm-hmm.
And
it does not help.
It doesn't help.
Bro. It's clear. Like these guys that are on, like the two guys you just mentioned, was not drafted by this head coach. Evero drafted DJ. Evero drafted DJ. He was on the staff when they drafted DJ, but not this guy.
Yeah,
that's another thing.
A Matt Rule guy.
Yep.
Which is surprising he stayed around this long. I think they are hinging upon
the rascal
athleticism. Yeah, they want him to succeed. It just seems like it's not happening. You can tell they want him to. They want him to
because they see the potential.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
The potential don't mean nothing if it ain't shown on the field.
Agreed.
So
agreed.
That's a wrap, man.
All right, Dave. So that ended my little segment on the guys that are on the bubble. They really have to watch their backs and they got to step up big time. Or
we got 90 players on our roster.
They are in trouble.
And they on the bubble, but that is wild.
They are in trouble. They are in serious trouble if they don't make some noise at training camp. But all right. So really quick, my guy sent the Martell and the Scat Pack sent us an email about this petition. Let me see what this petition is talking about because I see it. It says upgrade the Carolina Panthers mascot for new stadium. Okay, let's see what he says. I'm gonna read this a little bit. He's shout out to Martell. He's started a petition. It's got 27 signatures. He says, "Out with the old, in with the new. No more confusing mascot. No more confusing our mascot with a kitten or a bear. The perfect time to upgrade our mascot is now, especially with the awaited grand reveal of our new stadium in Charlotte. We're not getting a new stadium. We're getting a renovated stadium, but I get your point. As a devoted Carolina Panthers fan, I've always felt that our mascot should be as fierce and strong as our team and our city. Too many times, our beloved mascot, Sir Purr, might easily be mistaken for a cuddly kitten or bear rather than embodying the powerful Panther image this team is named after. The new stadium is a fresh start and symbolizes the dawn of a new era for Carolina Panthers. It's the ideal opportunity to upgrade our mascot to something that accurately represents the strength and spirit of our team and community. Charlotte is known for its vibrant culture and fervent sports community, deserves an opportunity that stands tall as a beacon of pride. As an upgraded mascot, An upgraded mascot could also enhance our fan engagement, providing exciting and dynamic new face that both fans and visitors could rally around. So my question is, you got 20, and I didn't finish reading the whole thing, but I get your point. My question is, we're changing the mascot to look more fierce. I don't think. Give me a fierce looking mascot. I think mascots are supposed to be fun and fun loving.
They are. They ain't trying to scare the kids.
Like,
Because it's about the kids.
I don't think we want a scary mascot. I get your point. But I kind of like Sir Purr, bruh.
I don't have an issue with Sir Purr. It's funny. I found a Sir Purr while I was packing. When I was in storage, there was a Sir Purr in one of the boxes.
Okay, let's put it this way. Who has the best mascot out there?
Are we really looking at the mascots that hard?
I'm not. That's what I'm trying to like. Who has the best mascot, bro?
I would want to believe that. I would want to believe
you got too many supporters, Martell. Like, they like Sir Purr like that, bro. Like, I mean, they ain't.
I don't think I want two mascots though. No, I don't know. Like, I sometimes wonder about A&T having two. I don't know about having two mascots.
Let me look at the Seahawks mascot. They're saying the Seahawks.
Seahawks probably got a hard one. I was thinking Seahawks, Ravens maybe.
Okay, I do like the Seahawks mascot. That is kind of dope.
Patriots one's trash. I ain't approving the Patriots one. They ain't nothing intimidating the Patriots one.
But I mean, I think Sir Purr and the Seahawks mascot are kind of. I mean, he looks a little more fierce.
Now you gonna have me.
But he's still, yeah, I mean, he's still fun loving a little bit.
Is it Blitz or Boom? They got two? You got Blitz the Seahawk? Oh yeah, nah, that's a pretty dope one.
That does look cool. I ain't gonna lie.
You know who got a terrible mascot?
Who's that?
The Falcons. They're just trash. Freddie Falcon. Got an ugly. That bird don't look like he don't want to watch the game.
Ravens mascot looks fun loving and furry, and
I haven't seen. I was assuming
he aligns more with Sir Purr.
To my Poe, with a name like Poe. I get it. The Ravens nevermore. Edgar Allan Poe, Fear the Raven, nevermore. Oh, I got it. La 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 la.
I like Sir Purr, bro. I like Sir Purr. I can't sign that petition, man. I get what you're trying to do, man, but ain't nothing wrong with Sir Purr, man.
Yeah, nah. We gotta keep Sir Purr around these streets.
Sir Purr ain't bother nobody, bro. He's fun. He's cool.
I mean, and the only reason why people are comparing it to a bear is this is
he does look like a bear though.
This is Chosen's fault. It's Chosen's fault.
It is his fault.
It is his fault. This is all his fault. I know he got shooters, but maybe Robbie got shooters. Chosen might not have shooters. But
yeah, I think Robbie got the shoot.
Robbie's got shooters. Chosen don't have shooters. But no. It's his fault. It's his fault. He's the only one why we're thinking about this. Because they call him a bear. That was hilarious, though. I don't care what. That was
funny. Good times. Those. Well, they weren't good times in the times.
No, it wasn't.
The Matt Rule days, man.
Because y'all were hating on Teddy. Browns have the worst
I didn't even know the Browns had a mascot.
They do.
Let me see. Oh yeah, that's terrible. Brownie? Yeah, that's awful, bro.
Kansas City Chiefs mascot. I'm pretty sure it's not a chief.
Yeah, I don't think that's no.
It's not a chief.
It's a wolf.
It's war paint.
It's wolf.
It's a wolf. Yeah, it's not a chief. Because that would be very no.
He's definitely Sir Purr vibes. He's got the same bigger lower body like Sir Purr. Pause, if applicable.
Mm-hmm.
Do the Saints have a mascot?
Every team got
a dog. They got a dog as a mascot.
Yeah, everybody got a mascot. Everybody got a mascot.
That's weird. The Saints having a dog as a mascot.
You know what? They should just be a brown paper bag.
The Bucs mascot looks weird.
I can't believe we're closing this show off of looking at mascot.
I mean,
game.
like, look. I'm just saying. Yeah, the Falcons mascot looks cross-eyed. I mean, we definitely have one of the better mascots. Chargers.
There's a lot of teams that's never been to the Super Bowl. Front State of Carolina. The Detroit Lions have never been to the Super Bowl. Like ever. Like they've never been to one. And I hate the feeling the Dirty Birds.
Oh, nah. The Chargers mascot looks crazy, bro. Nah.
They got the dopest theme song, though. Well, I don't know if they updated it yet, but...
Yo, Chargers mascot looks ridiculous, bro. That's crazy.
I've never seen the... Did they change? Oh, my God.
Nah, bro.
No.
You talk about
new
mascot. They need a new mascot ASAP.
Yo, that guy looks like he's been there forever, too. God, that joint is ugly.
That looks terrible, bro.
Oh my goodness. Boltman. Oh, but it's unofficial. It's not an official mascot. It's the unofficial mascot.
Care. It doesn't need to be anything associated. They need to disassociate with that.
I don't think they have an official mascot. The Chargers might not have an official mascot. It looks like it's unofficial mascots.
All right. Wow. I'm happy because that thing is terrible. All right. Dave, let's close this thing out. Enough mascot talk. Anything else before we close out, man?
Nah, man, I'm good to go, man. I'll tweet if I end up on stream. Last year was at Combo Break. I went on stream a couple times. I don't know if I'm gonna have that luxury. I'm not entering as many tournaments this year. But now,
Yeah, I may go live Friday. To do my little memorabilia run, pull everything out, show y'all what I got. Might spark up some good memories.
Yeah,
I might do a little stream about the memorabilia. That'd be fun.
Can't just remember you can't hide money, guys. When he starts walking around,
when he starts walking around
when he starts walking around with the memorabilia, just remember those three words.
It's just going back and looking what I had, bro. It'll surprise a lot of you all with the amount of stuff that I have and some of the weird autographs that I have of folks that aren't on the team anymore. So anyway, all right. With that being said, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell, get in the comments. Let me know what's good. And on that note, we're out of here. We'll holler at y'all maybe later on in the week. We out of here. Peace.